Joe knows NBA 2K25 official gameplay. I had to go take care of some other stuff. I messed up this morning. I could have possibly reacted to this live. I'm going to try to work on it for next week. Whatever information comes out, I'm going to try to work on making sure I get here so I can do it live. And that way I can actually post the video today instead of being a day behind. It's all right, though. Let's get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we finally have official NBA 2K26 gameplay. We got about 2 minutes of gameplay here, and then there will be more scattered throughout the video as we break down the detailed courtside report highlighting new changes to gameplay and new gameplay features. But listen, obviously this is just one of those cinematic trailers from Play Now, you know, with the NBA players, so you don't learn a ton about the gameplay, but at least we get to see what the game is looking like here. So get your comments in down below, and let's start the discussion throughout this video about what you're seeing in the gameplay, and then of course, even more importantly, what we're reading in that courtside report. But as we get closer to the 2K26 launch date, you guys know I'll be covering all the news as it happens, everything you're going to want to know about NBA 2K26. This is the place to be. That was wild. And then of course, if I get invited to any early access events, I will have those builds, the builder, gameplay, like actual gameplay, not the cinematics, and breaking all that down about what you guys can expect for the new game. But as I said, me personally, these cinematic trailers, they don't do too much.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but like think of it this way. Like last year's, like it looks better than last year's. Like it looks more vibrant, you know what I mean? Just visually, like the characters look more, I don't know, prominent, if that makes sense. Like they stand out better.
For me, like I'm more interested about the actual news and what is going to be changed and what are the new features and stuff like that. So I'm more interested in the courtside report, which we're about to get to in about 15 seconds. But I know some people really love these cinematic trailers. So let's get into this courtside report. We've got the new
I just want to try to catch anything I can catch.
Shooting system. We've got custom layup packages. We've got a whole bunch to break down, and I am excited. It's that time of year. It's like, you know, like for a 2K player, it's like Christmas. You're just waiting. You're just waiting for that launch date to get your hands on the game so you can actually experience it for the first time.
I know.
Let's break down this courtside report.
Head looked weird right there.
Report gameplay powered by ProPlay. So ProPlay is back. Expands NBA 2K26 on Gen 9 platforms. Basically, just a brief introduction. If y'all want to pause the video, you can read it. But let's get into what the video is really about. Let's get into some of these details when it comes to the gameplay. So ProPlay motion engine. ProPlay powers all new dynamic motion in NBA 2K26, generated from real-world NBA footage that influences all on-court movement, offense, defense, and off-ball. This new motion engine is the biggest change to player movement since NBA 2K21 and further advances the one-to-one realism in gameplay, which took a giant leap forward with the dribble engine introduced in NBA 2K25. Now, there's a lot of information here. I'm not going to try to give my opinion on absolutely everything, because then this video is going to be an hour long, but I will give my opinion about a few things.
Then why won't it be an hour long, bro? Like, see, these people, like, they chop up their thoughts, bro. I speak, bro. I just talk, bro. I talk a lot.
Saying that it's the biggest change to player movement since NBA 2K21. Okay, that sounds significant. But then the whole thing about, which took a giant leap forward with the dribble engine introduced on 2K25.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one. All right, let's keep it going. New machine learning technology in NBA 2K26 on Gen 9 offers more precise, lifelike movement, which is noticeable in the most fundamental elements of the game. Dynamic lower body pose matching adjusts the exact positioning of players' legs and feet on the fly to remove the skating.
That does look crazy, bro.
Like, ensure that players,
they're getting really good, because like the way the feet push on, like when the feet come off the ground and push on the floor, bro, like you're starting to see way more like detail in like the way the foot actually bends when it touches the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Launch, plant, and cut realistic.
Like the flash.
Now, this was something we saw in the cinematic trailer last year, where, you know, everybody made those memes about what was it, like precise stops and launches and things like that. So it always comes down to the execution of how they actually implement these things, because a lot of times, you know, they'll talk about things like they did last year, and then the game, you know, ends up being completely different. But it would be nice. It sounds great.
Well, I mean, if they could do what they did last year and also do what they said they're going to do this year,
to remove the skating scene in past games and ensure that players launch, plant, and cut realistically, that would be a beautiful thing, in my opinion. But let's keep it going. Together,
you hear what it said. You hear what he said. skating seen in past games and ensures that players launch, plant, and cut realistically. That means if you have a low launch, your launch is should be crap.
These systems work in harmony to not only make motion look better than ever before, but also leads to improvements across all areas of gameplay to create a fresh and authentic feeling when playing, so you can compete at the highest level. Get your comments in down below about the new motion engine they're talking about, but we're going to keep it going. We got rhythm shooting. Rhythm shooting is back, but it is completely different. Check this out, man. Watching so many of you discover and embrace rhythm shooting mechanic to improve your...
I'm sure it's not going to be that different.
Your shooting ability has been thrilling and rewarding. Seeing a heightened competition has inspired us to push the envelope of rhythm shooting and bolster its strengths. Now, pay attention to this. I had to read this about 5 times to really understand what they were saying, and I'll try to break it down quickly for y'all in my own words. But in NBA 2k26, rhythm shooting extends beyond mimicking each player's signature shooting animation to giving you full control over every aspect of the shot. This shooting control method still relies on the up-down flicking motion with the shot stick, but now your shot timing and tempo will actually manipulate the shooter's upper body and impact how the shot looks throughout the complete motion by reflecting how you move the shot stick. From the start, you'll see and feel the difference between early, late, slow, and fast releases. If you flick up early and rush your shot, you can do quick releases. If you flick up late and slowly, you'll see the effect with a delayed pushing motion and lazier release. This enhanced feature grants more freedom than ever before to decide what type of jump shot you want to take. Counter a closeout by initiating a quick release and intentionally rushing your shot, and still knock it down by executing excellent rhythm shooting tempo. Overall, players who take advantage of rhythm shooting mechanic will experience more responsive and authentic jump shots that simulate a true shooting motion. So essentially, what I understand from this, and I could be wrong, but again, I had to read this a bunch of times, was y'all remember watching Kobe? When Kobe would like get into the midi or a close shot and he would rise up and the defender would be like above him, so he would block the shot. So Kobe would instead hang, wait for the defender to go down, and then he would release it at the very last second before he hit the ground type thing. Basically, what I understand is they're trying to say you could do that with rhythm shooting and still green it, because you can delay the release of your shot, but then still green it because the tempo, you end up greening the tempo on it. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what y'all think.
Wait a second. So, like, okay, so what that says is basically the green window for your first screen window that could be green depending on if you rush your shot or delay your shot. Interesting.
Let's get into the offense, though. Whole lot of information here, okay? Develop a robust post game with all new signature go-to post shots and become a lethal slasher with custom.
Oh, I cannot wait to make my 6'9" killer build. I've been carrying over this 6'9" since 2K23, right? I figured out how to make him in 2K23. I've been carrying him over every year. Every year the 6'9" slightly changes, right? Because of the different builders and how they operate, right? Just the main thing is you got post control. You got a lot of post control. You got so much post control. You got to at least have gold unpluckable, right? So I have a 6'9" that only has like 80 dribble, but he has gold unpluckable, right? Or whatever I need to do to get that gold unpluckable, it's always going to be post control and dribble. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to change that. So because of that, I've been able to carry it over. And so, new post moves.
Custom layups. Gameplay in NBA 2K26 has been improved to be more well-rounded and suitable for all archetypes. Again, it's beautiful to hear, but it's all about how they execute, and hopefully,
yep, actions speak louder than words.
Hopefully they execute properly, because that would be a beautiful thing. Green or miss shot timing. Green or miss shot timing will be universal in NBA 2K26, so that each mode has an even playing field. This means on higher difficulties, including most competitive multiplayer modes. That means playing online.
Right.
Only excellent timing green shots will go in. However, shot timing windows scale by difficulty and will be less forgiving in competitive modes like Proving Grounds in Pro-Am, but more forgiving in team control modes like My Team, where you have to adapt to different shot timings. Also, by the sounds of this,
Okay.
it would be like it's green or miss, like they said, in all competitive multiplayer modes. I'm thinking it's green or miss in all online modes by the sounds of this.
Well, it said green or miss will be universal. Like universal tends to mean like they're just gonna make all modes for like theater, rec, park, proving grounds, stage. Like all 5 of those are probably gonna be green or miss. And then like because based on what it says, my team, right? So and then the starting 5 where you can just be your character and play on your team against someone playing on with their team, right? NBA team. Like that would probably be like less forgiving, right? Like you could probably make whites in that, like a starting 5 type of situation, or like the my team situation or the play now situation, right? So like play now will be like less forgiving. I'm guessing like based on the difficulty you put for your my team, like my career, like it might like if you're on pro or something, you can make whites, but if you're like on superstar, it's green or miss. I don't know, maybe I don't know.
But the difference is in rec, your green window is going to be bigger than it would be in like competitive modes like Proving Grounds or Pro. That's what I'm taking from this, all right? But let's keep going. In addition...
okay, I didn't think of it that way, Joe knows. Like it could be bigger green or smaller green windows.
Layup timing is permanently enabled to separate skilled finishers and make those highly contested finishes at the rim even more spectacular and impressive. Ultimately, we wanted to emphasize skill-based competitive gameplay where your actions on the sticks provide more control of the outcomes you see in game. This renewed focus will be felt across multiple gameplay areas, from shot outcomes to successful blocks and steals and loose balls and rebounds. Again, it sounds great. I just hope the execution is on par.
It always
with these
sounds
words.
great.
Let's keep going.
Every year it sounds like, oh, this is going to be a really good 2K. Now look, I'm kind of starting to get worried. I still have one more video to look at. I'm going to look at Badge Plugs video, and then I'm going to go play some basketball. Just a little worried. There's nothing about RNG being turned down. I'm not expecting RNG to be turned off because that's impossible because it's a basketball game. I'm just saying, logistically doing the momentum shifts and the swing effect, and like deciding when we make shots and when we miss shots, like all that got to go.
Signature go-to post shots. So this sounds like it's go-to shots, but in the post, basically. It's been encouraging to see players incorporate signature go-to shots in their game and leverage real-world crossovers to create separation, like Steph Curry and Tyrese Halliburton's signature dribble step-back jumpers. I'm gonna be honest, not a lot of people use go-to shots in 2K25. I feel like Jalen Suggs, people use that.
I use go-to shots a lot. Oh, no, actually, wait a second. No, because that's hold up on the stick. I do a lot of hop shots. I like hop shots. But I mean, I'm guessing that's what I'm saying. Like the go-to shots, isn't it like if you have an NBA player for that shot, then isn't it still a go-to shot? You know what I'm saying? So like if I have Kobe Bryant hop shots, then when I do that animation, isn't that my go-to Kobe Bryant hop shot? It's still a go-to shot. I don't know why they separated that. So like the up, if you hold up on the right stick, that's the go-to shot. That's how you do it. And no, I use that for like dribble moves. I don't really use it for shooting. And that's only because there's not that many that are good. I think there's like one go-to shot that actually gives you a good dribble into a step back. That's pretty quick. The rest of them are trash for the most part.
And then obviously people use Kevin Durant go-to, but they didn't use Kevin Durant go-to for the go-to shot. They used Kevin Durant go-to to then cancel out of it and basically be able to somewhat speed boost on bigger players.
Right.
I don't think, y'all let me know down in the comments. I could be wrong, but from what I saw, people were not out there like using Steph's go-to shot to get shots off. Like, that's not what my experience on 25.
No, because Steph Curry's go-to shot like kind of dribbled right into the defender.
But again, maybe your experience was different. While we've shown a lot of love to the elusive play styles of the NBA's greatest backcourt players, this year's system is growing to better support the dominant big men we see in the modern NBA.
Oh,
Utilize
shit.
all new signature go-to post shots by holding the right stick up while in the post. Lean into a host of new moves, including shimmy, floaters,
Okay.
baby hooks, and up and unders. Signature go-to
Okay.
post shots. Could be something cool. We'll see.
Yeah, that might be
This is one of
interesting,
the biggest
especially for
things
my
in this whole
6'9".
article right here. Custom layups. In the
What?
past, your single signature layup package determined all of your layup types. But in NBA 2K26,
Okay.
you can mix and match layup styles to draw inspiration from signature
What the
packages from
fuck
around
am I
the league.
looking at?
These advanced layup types consist of normal and
Hold on, what the
2K26
fuck?
signature layup
Normal and reverse layups, floaters, quick scoops, euro steps, hop steps, spins.
package determine all of your layup types.
And then, is this from the game? Because I don't remember this. This is weird. Oh, it is 2K26. Where did he get this clip from? Or did he make this clip up? Like, did he have someone to sign this? Or where did they get this clip from? Anyways, that looks weird. Normal layup, reverse layups, floaters, quick scoop layups.
In NBA 2K26,
So, oh my goodness, dude. Okay, this is a W. This is a W. If this is custom layup packages, like you have custom dunk packages and you can put on the dunks you want and leave the dunks out that you don't want, except you could do that for layup. And so you can have like certain layups from certain people and then combine them all together.
you can mix and match layup styles to draw inspiration from signature packages from around the league. These advanced layup types consist of normal and reverse layups, floaters, quick scoops, euros, hop steps, and spins. This is, in my opinion, this is one of the biggest pieces of news in here. We've got custom jump shots. We've got custom dunk packages.
Yep.
Now you've got custom layup packages. So you could put on Devin Booker floater, but then have Trae Young quick scoops with Giannis euros. Y'all get what I'm saying? You can start to mix and match.
That's crazy good. That's a big W.
Layup packages. Now, hopefully layups on 26 are better, because in 25, I feel like layups were like so just hit or miss. It was like the bad takes would go in, the good takes would miss. You couldn't see the green window on the layups, which they already told you you're going to be able to see green windows on layups, dunks, jump shots, all that stuff on the meter. So that's beautiful. Now you could customize your layup package. You know, I like the sounds of it. I like the sounds of the custom layup package. Wreak havoc on the competition by utilizing Steph's graceful layups, James Harden's shifty Euro steps, SGA's elusive hop steps, and Nikola Jokic's nimble spin move to create a dominant custom package. Explore the bevy of post move and layup options when customizing your My Player and editing players in rosters.
That's wild, bro. Oh, that's going to be crazy. Oh, my... Bro. And the timing that they introduced custom layup packages with the fact that you cannot just use real player percentage and push square and make a layup because the game takes over for you. Like, you got to actually make that shit. You got to make it. You got to time your shit. And you have customs. Oh, yeah, I'm going to learn a lot of different layups. I don't know if about you. Every year, I practice layups specifically. The reason why I do that is because sometimes you get taken out of your dunk animation and you still have a chance to make it if you know your layup animation.
Now let's get on to the defense. Play freely and with physicality in 2K26 using body ups and collisions to antagonize opponents. Body up and collisions. 2K26 uses system-driven technology to generate player-to-player collisions that are more reliable compared to previously scripted motion-captured animations. Coupled with new dynamic motion, this change improves the freedom of movement for both the dribbler and on-ball defender.
What?
Interior defense has been redesigned so that it's easier to get strong body bumps in the air when contesting finishers at the rim. Bigs will feel increased physicality when roaming in the paint. New rebound timing feedback. So this is different now. This rebounding thing right here, this is a little different.
Yeah,
I feel like it was in past 2Ks, but now it's visual. In 2K26, a green meter will flash beneath your player's feet to indicate a well-timed rebound attempt. The ideal time to jump for a rebound is just before the ball makes its final bounce off the rim, and higher rebounding attribute ratings will make it easier to nail your timing.
What?
Excellent timing can significantly boost your...
So there's a... What? There's a green window? They put a green window on a rebound. That's crazy.
Chance of securing the board. Now, rebound timing, I feel like has been a thing in 2K forever. Like if you time the jump, it's not guaranteed, but
Yeah, sometimes you think you're just to perfectly jump, dude, and your guy just jumps the whole different direction. You're like, bro, the ball went that way, you jumped that way, but I'm pretty sure I timed it properly, but it didn't look like it worked out right.
A lot of times you get a better jump animation because you timed it properly and you get the rebound more often. Now it's saying when you do that, it's going to flash green. That's basically like you're greening rebounds. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Bro. Let's go down to controls here. Dictate every facet of the game with new and revamped controls for a more intuitive, deliberate, and free-flowing experience. With this, overall game speed of 2K26 is now sped up. Game speed is faster, according to this,
supposedly,
to reward players with faster decision-making who can read the court, anticipate their opponent, and react quicker.
Right.
Quick protect.
Exactly.
Ball
that makes
handlers
sense.
can now tap the left trigger to initiate quick protect movements to
What's
shield
that?
the ball and evade steals. If you see a defender reaching
Oh,
for a
that's
steal
wild.
and react quickly enough with a quick protect, you can counter it. This balances the steal
What?
system by introducing
What the
more
fuck,
skill-based
bro?
outcomes.
Okay.
You can also put defenders in a compromising position by using quick protect while driving to the rim. Decelerate and pin your opponent against your hip to trap them in defender jail. Some of the craftiest ball handlers like Brunson, Luka,
I'm
Trey,
trying not to get
all
it pumped
excel at
up,
this,
bro.
making
Stop
them
it.
incredibly challenging to guard. If that's actually effective, that would be really cool because that is something that
Should have been in the game.
People do it all the time, but I feel like in 2K it's not really that effective. If it actually is effective, that would change ways you can manipulate defenses in 2K. No dip, catch, and shoots. Hold the left trigger when receiving a pass while standing still to square up. Catch the ball high and seamlessly transition directly into your shooting motion in rhythm to get the shot up quickly. Knock down shots like Klay Thompson and Ray Allen as defenders race to close out before you release. I feel like the left trigger thing has been in 2K, but I guess now it's like an official control. We'll see how people...
Yeah, and hopefully like that whole oh, I'm gonna catch the ball if I catch the ball below my waist, I know that it's gonna be the slower build up animation versus if I catch it above my waist, I'll get the quick animation. And it's like they're professionals. So apparently they supposedly maybe fixed the slow build up 3-pointer when you're just been standing there.
Utilize that. Revamp signature size ups. Signature size up controls have been improved for a more intuitive experience. Now you can rock the Pro Stick back and forth, left and right, or repeatedly flick the Pro Stick up to execute 2 different size-up combinations. These size-ups will help you create separation from your defender while retaining the realistic look provided by Pro Play. Slow motion Euro steps. Another layup thing. Listen to this. After initiating a Euro step, you can hold the left trigger at any point to deliberately decelerate mid-move to throw defenders off and create space with a slow motion drag step finish. Slither through the lane and control the pace to send defenders careening.
Careening. He said it right. He said it correctly the first time.
Careening past you. Sorry. Listen.
You said it right, Joe knows.
Okay, like a Luka, you know what I mean? He goes to the Euro and then he'll kind of slow plant and let the defender
Bro, actually, since he came to the Lakers, bro, I saw Luka Doncic straight full speed into a Euro step and straight stop on a dime on that last step and just lean back and lay up over the dude that was bigger than him. So that's crazy slow motion Euro steps.
Jump past him basically before he lays it up, but could you do it on 2K and then hold right trigger and turn it into a dunk? So you slow motion Euro and then your player just goes into a dunk. I don't know, just where my head went.
Hey, that would be dope.
Super glitchy, and they'd probably need to change that.
No, they wouldn't. That'd be realistic, bro.
I'm not really sure.
If the player has the ability to slow down and then is still close enough and tall enough to just because the guy blows by and goes underneath the rim, he can't protect at that point.
Sure. I guess Giannis kind of does the slow Euro into a dunk sometimes. Anyways, let's not waste any more. Let's keep going. Rat passes. Rat passes now have a dedicated control by double tapping circle or B. Okay, so no more flashies when you double tap B or circle.
Okay.
It's Rat Pass. This expands the toolkit for playmakers to determine when you want to do a Rat Pass and ensures you aren't throwing the ball straight into the back of a defender. Okay, so this is one of my biggest pet peeves on 25.
Yeah, that's horrific.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
They
You
need to
pass
change
the ball
that
directly into people's bodies that aren't even clicking steal, or when they stand there with their hands up in front of you and you just throw the ball straight into their face or arms or hands or body.
Right.
Like, hopefully the passing mechanic.
We're gonna see some of that in a little bit.
On 26 have been completely revamped. They added in the you can control when your player is going to bring the ball and do a rat pass to the side. Hopefully, just in general, the passing has been revamped and you're not throwing it into people's.
So that's interesting. So if they moved the rat pass to circle, then I wonder, are there still flashy passes?
Bodies, and you're getting turnovers for you make the right pass, but your player does the wrong pass animation. Hopefully they fixed all of that. Alley-oops. Catching an alley-oop now requires more skill. Once the pass is thrown, the finish button for the receiver will be randomized on higher difficulties to one of the 4 face buttons on your controller instead of always being square or X. So you really got to focus on lobs now. I'm gonna be honest, that might be a little too challenging for a lot of people, and a lot of people probably just stop throwing lobs. I wonder if because it's now more skilled based, right? Because you have to actually pay attention. You have to not only time it but click the right button. I wonder if the effectiveness of lobs will be increased because now they're more difficult to do. That's an interesting thing to think about.
I don't know about
Setting
that.
screens, small detail, but I know the big men will appreciate this. We'll talk about it for a second. Screeners can now control which way you want to face. Tapping the left stick slightly left or right from the direction you are currently screening will turn your player 45 degrees. And tapping the left stick in the opposite direction will turn your player 180 degrees. Basically, while you're setting the screen, if you're facing the wrong direction, you don't have to let go of screen now and then try to reposition yourself. Now, when you're holding the screen, if your player's not facing right, you can tap it and he'll shift a little bit. Or you can have him face the complete opposite way by tapping the left stick in the opposite direction. Nice little detail when it comes to screens. So I know the big men are going to like that.
That's
I've heard a lot of people
interesting.
say, why is my player facing the wrong direction when I'm trying to set a screen? I know that was a pet peeve for a lot of bigs. Then they went on to talk about AI and coaching. Now, this is mainly for offline game modes. I guess it comes into play a little bit if you're playing like Play Now, My Team, or like if you're in the rec and your teammates are quitting out. They made improvements. I'm not going to go over like them in detail here, but I'll quickly brief them for y'all. Drive and kick intelligence for the AIs. AI help defense intelligence. My Player Freelance Engine. This is essentially your AI teammates recognizing that you're already in a spot and they'll move out of it. Like, you know, sometimes when good
Wow, finally.
in the wreck, someone quits out and you're already spotting up
That they had the AI stuff, like it's gonna change everything, bro. Like
on the hash, and the AI.
Like I'm saying, like the computers. I'm talking about real life AI, not like AI in this video game. I'm talking about like how AI is being integrated is going to change everything.
Player just stands next to you. Now they'll realize you're on the hash and they'll slide out of the way, maybe go to the corner or go to the top of key or whatever. AI improved double teams, AI improved navigating screens, expanded playbooks, AI difficulty improvements, AI shot timing ability. All right, so that's all AI stuff. Let's move on to the end of the article here. Learn 2K. In NBA 2k26, a new intermediate tutorial bridges the gap between existing tutorials and drills that cover beginner fundamentals and advanced techniques. You'll learn about the different types of layups and dunks, how to execute simple plays like pick and roll, and more. Learn 2K is the best place to grow your 2K skills, whether you're a veteran who wants to practice this year's upgraded rhythm shooting.
And yes, I will be doing that for the first hour at least. Most likely. The first hour, I won't even be making a character or anything. The first thing I'm going to do is go to that university.
And refine controls, or
that's how you get good at the game. If you do that for the first hour and then take all that, what you integrate in that first hour and immediately apply it, and immediately apply everything. Do like at least one of everything, or attempt to do as many of those things as you can. Get all those down. We got it. People, I want you to succeed this year. I want you to succeed this year. Listen to what I'm saying if you made it to the end of my video. I appreciate Joe Knows for the news because I don't do that. So listen to what I'm telling you. You need to get in there and actually figure out how to do each one of these movements if you want to be good. Like the gap is only going to become wider because competitively, money is going to need to take over everything. Like everything's going to need to make money because of inflation and the debt system and how it works, and that's a whole different story. Not for 2K basketball. I'm just saying it's part of it. So like everybody's got to comprehend. If you want to do 2K, you want to get good, you want to make some money, you better start learning how to play. And I'm out of here.